Hello guys, everybody get out your tea because it is story time. And my cat's over there. She is knocked out. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about the first time that I ever went to a club. So it was a little after I turned 21 and me and my husband had to go to Nashville for a job that he had. And we'd never been to Nashville before and we didn't really pack appropriate club clothing because we didn't really think that we would have very much time to go to a club. But we ended up having like a ton of like nighttime. So we were like, we might as well just go to a club. I Googled a rooftop club because I've always wanted to go to one. And we put it in Google Maps and we drove to it and we could not find it anywhere. Like it was nowhere to be found. And so we were like, maybe it's not there anymore or it took us to the wrong spot. Like we really weren't sure what was going on. So I told my husband, I was like, well, you know, we're really close to downtown Nashville. And I know that downtown has like really awesome nightlife. So why don't we go? And my husband is pretty much down for anything. So he's like, okay. So we go. It took us like 30 minutes to find where we're allowed to park, but we found somewhere. And we walk down to the downtown Nashville. And so we're pretty much walking in circles, like up and down each side of the strips because we couldn't find a club that we really wanted to go to. Every single one of them that we went into, like they were like country clubs. Like you needed some boots and a plaid shirt and you're about to do a hoedown, throwdown, Hannah Montana dance. So we were like, I don't know about any of these clubs. Well, we are walking past some clubs and because they're literally like all side by side. And I can all of a sudden hear the song Apple Bottom Jeans and I'm like, where is that club that I'm hearing this from? And he's like, I swear it's the one that we just passed and we just came out of. And I was like, no, like literally we just came out from it and it was playing some Jolene in there. Like that's not the club that's playing Apple Bottom Jeans. And he's like, I swear. So we go back into the club and the first floor is like live music, some country stuff, I don't know. And he's like, let's just go up to the top. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So we go in the next floor and the next floor is just regular country music. And we go to the third floor and it's getting better. They're playing like regular like R&B music that's, you know, 2018 music is what they're playing. So we decide to sit down at the bar and order some drinks and it was just really hot and stuffy. And it was like really small and narrow in there and we were like, let's go to the top floor. Like, let's just see what it's about up there. We get up there and it is lit, you guys. Like it is lit. And so they're playing like 90s throwback music and we're like, okay, like this is where we want to be. And so we start ordering drinks up there and every time we would order a beer, they would give it to us in like a glass bottle and we would walk around and a guy would literally come out of nowhere every single time. Like I don't know where he would come from and he would be like, y'all need a cup? And we're like, yeah, thanks. He would hand us like this plastic cup like all the time. So here we are with our little plastic cups with beer in it. And this man comes up to us, and first of all, we've never really been to a club before, so we're kind of more observing than we're really doing anything else. And so this guy comes up to us, and he like grabs our hands with this like really tight grip, and he's just like, yeah, y'all need to dance. And we're shocked with our hands being like jerked around, you know? And so we're like, okay, we got it, you know, we'll dance. So we start dancing, we're having a great time. And my husband's like, let's go get some more drinks. And I'm like, no. Let's not. Like, we still have to drive back to the hotel room. I don't think that it's a good idea. And so he's like, well, let's just play rock, paper, scissors. And if you win, then we won't get any more drinks. We'll just stay and have fun. And if I win, we gotta keep getting more drinks. And I'm like, deal. So we play rock, paper, scissors, and I lose. Of course I lose. So we get more drinks, and we're sitting at the bar, and he like starts like hitting me, and he's like, babe. And I'm like, what? And he's like, this guy behind me keeps grabbing my ass. And I'm like, no, he's not. And like a few minutes later, he's like, babe. I'm like, what? He's like, this guy behind me is grabbing my ass. And I'm like, okay. He's trying to grab your wallet out of your back pocket because his wallet kind of sticks out a little bit. So I'm like, he's grabbing your wallet, not your ass. And I was like, give me your wallet, I'll put it in my purse, and it'll be all settled. And he's like, he's not trying to get my wallet. He's full on grabbing my whole entire butt cheek. And I'm like, no, he's not. Just give me your wallet, you'll see, he'll quit. So he gives me his wallet, I put it in my purse, and a few minutes later, he's like, babe, he's still grabbing my ass. And I'm like, okay, why don't you ask him why he's grabbing your butt then? So he turns around and he's asks him, he's like, why are you grabbing my butt, dude? Like, what's your deal? And this guy just starts dancing on him, like full front body grinding on my husband. And I'm kind of like sitting there like, this guy's really trying hard to take my man, okay? And I'm sitting there thinking like, I'm too drunk to care. Like, you do you can take my man, I don't care. And so like my husband, like this guy keeps like flirting hardcore with my husband, and my husband's like, babe, are you not gonna help me here? Like, are you not gonna say anything? Like, he's like hardcore trying to take me from you right now. And I was like, no, it's okay. It's fine. And so the guy finally notices my husband's wedding band, and he's like, oh, are you married? And my husband's like, yeah, that's my wife sitting right there, you know, like not caring about anything about me right now. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And so he kind of just goes off, and he ends up getting kicked out. I don't know why. I just like 15 minutes later I saw security like escorting him out, so he probably did something crazy. Anyways, so yeah, then I told my husband, I was like, I really have to use the bathroom, so can we go? And we walked down like 15 billion stairs just to get to the bathroom, and we finally get there, and there's a huge line, okay? Like literally everybody in the club had to use the bathroom at the same exact time that I did. And all the girls in the line in front of me acted like they couldn't control themselves. Like, it was really annoying, honestly. And as I got closer to the door, I saw a work lady, and and she was sitting on a stool in the bathroom with a squirt bottle. And I was sitting there thinking, like, you know what, girl? I would do that too. If I had to work bathroom duty with a whole bunch of girls who couldn't control themselves, I would bring a squirt bottle too. You know, just squirt them like cats when they're being annoying. And so I was like, you know, good for you, good idea. Well, I get to the bathroom and use it, and I go to the sink and I go to pump the soap, and I was so drunk I didn't even realize that no soap was coming out. And I'm just like going to wash my hands, and she was like, give me your hands. And I was like, no, these are my hands. And she's like, do you want to wash your hands or not? And I'm like, I am washing my hands. And she was like, you ain't got no soap. And I was like, yeah, I do. And I looked down, I'm like, oh, I don't have any soap. And she's like, I got it in this bottle, give me your hands. So I just let this lady squirt some mysterious liquid on my hand, and I'm just happily washing my hands. I get out and I tell my husband, I'm like, you know, we probably should go home because, or not home, to the hotel, because it's going on 4 a.m. They're probably about to close. And I was like, and we need to like relax before we start driving. So we get to the car and we're just chilling in it. And I was like, it's really getting hot and stuffy in here. And it's like the middle of June, guys, so it's really, really hot. And I was like, will you turn on the car, please? And he's like, no, I can't turn on the car when I'm sitting in the driver's seat. And I was like, it's not like you're driving. Like, you're just turning it on so we have some airflow in here. And he's like, I'll turn on the car, but I'm not sitting in the driver's seat. And I'm like, fine. I mean, you do you, whatever. So he turns on the car, and he doesn't just get out of the car and go to the back seat. He crawls to the back seat. And so I'm like, okay, like, whatever. And I'm sitting up there, and he's like mumbling under his breath. He's like, you can get arrested, but I'm not. And I'm like, how am I gonna get arrested? And he's like, Olivia, it's a criminal justice. I know that you can't sit anywhere in the front seat, the driver's seat or the passenger seat if you're drunk. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't take criminal justice, and I don't know if that's a real thing or not. Like, you're probably just making up some BS right now, but it's not like either of us is driving. Like, we're just sitting here. And I was like a drunk person can sit in the passenger seat because it's not like I'm driving. I could be waiting on my DD, you know? And he just like wouldn't take it. He's like, no, you're gonna get arrested. You should come back here. And I'm like, no, I can sit right here. So we like laid there for like forever until finally we weren't drunk anymore. And we drove back to the hotel room, and we got there and we slept for like 2 hours, and then we got up and went. We just went the next morning like it was nothing. I don't know how I did that. But yeah, that was my first time at a club. That was my first experience. And it was rather really fun. Like, I think it's probably one of the funnest times I've really ever had in my life, honestly. If you've never been to Nashville and to the clubs up there, they're freaking lit. Like, they're so much fun, especially if you can find the one that plays 90s throwbacks. So yeah, if you guys had any crazy club experiences, post them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!